Hi, you guys. My clicker, I got a really cheap clicker and it's died on me. So, like the technology of this is a bit like the Flintstones, for those of you who are old enough to remember who they are. Stone Age cartoon characters. This morning I had some flash of brilliance that pertained to the read, and I was so excited. And every time I got a piece of paper that wasn't covered with notes and a pen, I'd lost it. And pretty much all morning I've been trying to get it back, and I just didn't want to let it go. I think there's something about that, like getting a glimpse of something, and the sort of, yes, that's it, and then suddenly, whoosh, something happens and it's gone. And then, independent of that, I was thinking about, because I remembered something else very clearly, and I said to myself, mind like a steel trap. And I kind of pride myself on having a good memory, and anyway, it occurred to me, mind like a steel trap isn't necessarily a great image. It's those traps that you can't chew your way out of, that you can't, that you have to leave your leg, you have to chew your leg off rather than chew through the trap. So it's kind of the shadow side of sword energy, mind energy, steel trap, unable to let something go or free yourself, kind of an eight of swords energy. So let's see what we get. We're ready. First card out. Oh, drat, I don't have my glasses on. It's Six of Wands. It's the fire energy card of getting to the summit of getting a new perspective on something. Reaching higher ground where you can see the situation from the higher ground. It's a card of success and things being revealed. Fire energy, the energy of the sun. Okay. Power. Things being revealed. When the structure, the stricture, the thing that perhaps cuts you off from life comes down, it frees up life force energy. You can see clearly because what needed to go is gone. And that can leave somebody feeling insecure. Sometimes the tower can be a secure, although limiting psychic space. In this case, it's freeing the mind, the what do we call it? The steel trap, because this is a heart-based warm energy. Heart-based warm energy, and I see Tower of Scorpio as a complete transformation. It's successful. Okay. Ace of Cups. Like that. When this old construct comes down. You know, something shifts in the psyche, and what was unstable comes down. It leaves this opportunity for self-love and for love of the other. And see how this is sitting atop the tower and this same circle energy, but it's new. Scorpio, to do with water energy, feelings, connections. Something was too small, and there's a deconstruction and a new beginning based on that same water energy, connection and love, but it's not this. It's leaving something behind. And the universe has a hand in this. In traditional Rider-Waite, it shows two people being blown out of the tower by a lightning bolt. Here there's this, I don't even know if you can see it. This lightning, like it's not a lightning bolt, it's the feeler. You know, in order for lightning to strike, the earth has to send up a feeler, and down comes the lightning to meet it. Energy meeting energy. And there's a liberation of energy, and it's sort of blossoming. You know, it's a heart opening, because tarot can be disruptive, disorienting, scary, but it's all about growth. And in this case, growth, Scorpio energy of feelings, water, connection. This is something new after the dissolution of the old thing that had gotten too tight. It's like a tower can be like the root-bound plant, you know, where the roots start going round and round and round, and they're bound, and they bust the container. Okay, we're supposed to lay these right out. Underneath 6 of Wands, 5 of Wands. 5s indicate a need for change, and there's something in this kind of delicate dynamic that needs to shift. When it shifts, you know, what was unstable foundationally will come down. Cannot withstand the shakeup. But it was a shakeup that was really needed in order to further growth. Under Tower, we have 8 of Wands, communication. Flow, change. It can be like a seismic change. A seismic change. Back and forth conversation it can be, perhaps about this dynamic that needs to change. And the universe is definitely doubling down on that. Yes, it needs to change, and like, hold on to your hat. It's changing. Something about this conversation or this back and forth or this move will create a new dynamic. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. And there is a kind of a gap, 8 of Wands. Queen of Wands, boy, is this fiery. This is that forward movement. These, you know, these iterations of oneself as you move forward, intuitively pulled in a certain direction. Wands, intuition, direction. In the feminine aspect, well, it's also what you attract. It's both what you're moving into intuitively and what you're pulling towards yourself, and that feminine energy of moon, of attraction. See the phases of the moon here. It's somehow I'm getting the feeling of water energy from the moon image. May have something, because we're about to experience a full moon. It may be today, a time of fruition. Something's come full circle, so you can, you're able to release it because it's completed somehow. The dynamic has shifted. 5 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. Clarifying 5 of Wands, this dynamic, we have Justice, Libra energy. The card of coming into clarity, coming into balance, the Libra scales, balancing these two apparent opposites, this side of the scale, that side of the scale. Suddenly, like, it's both sides of the scale. It's fair and equal. It's a change that needed to happen. On 8 of Wands, we have Fool. Another fire energy. This reading is full of fire. This is the leap. Card of Aries, the beginning, the willingness to go for it, to trust in an outcome that you're just on the beginning of the path. At the beginning. Aces speak to self. Fool energy speaks to the self. The willingness to take the leap, to begin the journey. And it may be a literal move, 8 of Wands, but it's certainly a move in terms of dialogue. In terms of dialogue, on Queen of Wands. Holy shit. King of Wands. Zip, bam, boom. You know, I think King of Wands may have, because this is a card of, like, the desert. And it almost looks, I really need my glasses, and I don't know why I didn't. But it's almost like, I'll find you. You know, I'll take that action to find you. You're my match. And on the table, this character looks to be walking away. All these sort of, what I see as moon symbols. This is probably Jupiter or something. Don't know my astrology. Gonna take a course, I think. It's always my aspiration to either, I usually think of it as I want to learn Italian. Lately it's been I want to learn Portuguese. Now it's I want to learn astrology. Because it'll tell me more about intuitively which way to go. This is clarity about a relationship. There's a match on the board. There's a willingness to take the leap based on a conversation or a move. A willingness to begin. You know, to leap into the flow, 8 of Wands, into the conversation. Okay. On 6 of Wands, we have 2 of Wands. I mean, just stunning how much fire energy there is here. 2 of Wands is a choice about which way to go. And it's as if it's tilting in one direction. in traditional Rider-Waite, it shows the person facing the decision with their hand on one wand, as if they've picked a direction. An intuitive direction. And there's also that sun-moon symbol here. Weighing up both sides. Oh, God. Like I've looked at clouds from both sides now. And whatever it is, I think it's the right direction because you're following your intuition. Through the desert somehow, through the desert. There are all these desert images because ones are fiery. They're full of light. It's making me smile. It's making me smile. You know, come on, people. Ace of Wands. Considering which way to go. Tilting toward one way. No longer at the portal place. The Two of Wands. Which way do I go? This is like, I see the way. I see the path. Ace of Wands. I'm on the path. Fool's Journey. You know, that's something that requires courage. And it's after the tower comes down at liberation time. The conversation is liberated. Whatever flow was blocked is liberated. King and Queen of Wands. You know, and two aces, bam, boom. The new love, the new way. The opening, the portal. Walking into the light. It makes me want to cry. It's quite lovely. On Tower, Temperance. Fire energy, Sagittarius. You know, to me, this is like, how do we ride the wave? Temperance is a card of balance, of divine timing, and of supple response moment to moment to what's coming and what's, I'm hearing like thrown at us, but no problem, riding the wave. And again, this two, Temperance is the blend of the two. It's like an alchemical blend. Riding the wave. Into balance, into healing. I mean, Tower can be really destabilizing. Also liberating. What is it liberating? The possibility for this new path, this new love, this new feeling. And I think somebody is, is feeling again, because the structure has come down, and they're able to take the leap, passionately, purposefully, knowing that they must do it. Aries energy. Divine masculine energy of doing it, of taking the action. Back in the flow. In divine timing. And I think there's probably more to say, but I can't really find the words for it. There's something about managing to navigate through some kind of supple moment-to-moment adjustment, blend of these two things that really opens the way and in a sense opens the floodgates, the water energy. about love, the path to love. The path. In this relationship, breaking through, changing the dynamic. And would Tower do that? You bet. But this is somebody literally landing on their feet because they're supple. Moment to moment, you know. It's really elegant. Taking the leap, landing on their feet. We have here Aries in the Fool, Libra in Justice. Another card is sort of landing on your feet, you know, out of this kind of slightly chaotic dynamic. Clarity, fairness, landing on your feet. Again, sort of on your feet by moving forward. It's dynamic. It's not like you can freeze frame anything. There's always that Five of Wands, the need for change. You know, not to get locked into anything. Really not to get locked into anything. Keep on moving on. One more. Oh, I hope it's not a can of worms. Six of Swords. This is a card of moving to a more peaceful place. You know, if there's a shake-up here, a Tower moment that changes the dynamic so that some kind of clarity about a relationship can come into play, it'll allow for forward movement out of a chaotic way of thinking, Five of Swords, into a calm way that allows you to navigate the desert. There's so many desert images here. But this is a migratory energy. And in a way, so is this. Can be literally a card of moving twice over. Moving forward. Together, taking this opportunity to strike out on the new path. Balance, balance. Libra and Temperance both speak to balance. Landing on your feet. And I have the feeling there's something I was supposed to talk about. Well, this has been on the table for a while, and now I'm supposed to say it. We labor to come into this world and to leave this world. And we're greeted by friends and family on both sides. When we're born, when we leave, when we come in, when we go out. We're met by friends and family on both sides. The leap into the next life. Into the new story. Friends and family on both sides. So it's kind of a fear not, you know. You got here through a certain amount of passage, rite of passage, the birth, and there's a rite of passage coming up, and it's not the end, it's the beginning. You know, fear not. You'll land on your feet. Now I have to get up and turn. I'm going to buy a clicker I'm going to spring for a clicker. Yeah, best of luck to us in this leap forward. I think it's really going to happen, perhaps to do with the new moon. And it's certainly a good time on the new moon to let go of anything that's held you back. Take control. Trust your fate. Take the leap. Lover's leap. Lover's leap. Till next time.